New YouTube's man always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, we do have a show this weekend for women's bodybuilding, and, and the show is in Brazil, and this is the Musclecontest Brazil Expo Super Show. And you know what? It looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know much about this show. I think it's a new show. A new stage for women's bodybuilding. I saw that on the list they had women's bodybuilding on it. So it was part of all the list of shows that's for Olympia qualifications. Also, it's a pro am show, which means this is going to be a show for pro qualifications. So I want to wish all these competitors great luck, and hope we see some new upcoming pros and we hope we get somebody who can qualify for the Olympia. But I saw the list, and I was kind of set back a bit by what I saw, and I am going to show you the list. And this is the list they have for women's bodybuilding. We only have one body for this show, and this is like with Vancouver. Thing is, from when I'm talking with some ladies, is that the cost of traveling is one thing, especially ladies who want to travel out of the U.S. Then, is with the pandemic, it's changed a lot of guidelines. You have to be vaccinated in some countries to get in. If you're not, then they're not going to let you in. And that's one thing, probably the reason why it's not a lot of people shoot. But I thought there'd be more female bodybuilders in Brazil. I don't know. Maybe some ladies who earn their qualifications in bodybuilding can maybe jump over here, and this is Olympic qualification. So this lady right here, her name, first name I'm not gonna say because it's I don't want to chop it up because I don't want to offend her, but I'm going to go with the rest name, Rodriguez Barros, I think it is, and she earned her pro card right around I think about 2021 or 2020 at the Olympia Amateur Show in Brazil. And she looks pretty impressive. I mean, appreciate her stepping up, taking this opportunity, and pretty much if she has no other competition, she is going to Olympia. So good luck to her. I mean, congratulations, you are going to Olympia. One lady here should have been done a show. One lady should most definitely should have done a show. She could have earned qualification. Is Julia Fari. I think Julia should have done a show. She didn't do too good at Puerto Rico. She wasn't in the best position in Puerto Rico. But, she could have done a show because I think following social media, I know she was in St. Louis and training and working out. She's here in the States. So I was thinking if I was her, she should have took a plane to Brazil, and try to do a show. You could probably won. Depending on how the other lady looks and how her condition is, you probably could have won this show. And you would have got your Olympic qualification, your first Olympic qualification in women's bodybuilding. But like I said, one thing is about a lot of ladies that can't afford to go to Brazil, and then like I said, the restrictions, customs, all that stuff. There's a lot of jumping hoops when you go out of another country. So and this is a tough break. I mean, this is a show that could have really. I'm hoping we have it back next year. Maybe some ladies. I sent it to some ladies, and some ladies said they're too far into their prep for this show. They can't get ready by then, and some so they would love done the show, but the fact was the cost. That's the thing is, it's expensive if you go out of the country. That's why a lot of female bodybuilders compete here because there's more shows. But like I said, it's like, remember Mila Ash, she went out. She did 2 shows outside of the United States. That was the Romania Muscle Fest and the Toronto Super Show last year. And you should take this opportunity, especially when you know there's a chance that you might earn your qualification. Just got to be there. So anyway, I saw the list for women's physique. And one name is on the very top. Is most definitely is somebody we all know. We've seen her. This is gonna be her 3rd show for the year. 5 shows since Olympia, and that is Natalia Abraham Guelo. And Natalia just did the New York show. That's about a couple of weeks ago. She did the Pittsburgh Pro. That's been almost a little over a month ago. And before then, after Olympia, she did 2 more shows. She did the Legion Sports Fest, and also she did the Atlantic Coast show in Miami. And from Scuttlebutt, what people I follow, they're telling me that she's gonna do like 2 more shows before the Olympia. I mean, you already got your qualification, and you already put in 5 shows. I mean, she's young. That's the thing. She's young. She has a lot of sponsors and support. But the thing is, you're really taking away opportunities from women who might want a qualification. You're number 2 behind Sarah Vegas. And there's a good chance that I know some women probably won't say it directly, but they have that. They say, "Why she's here? Why she's already got a little qualification. We want to get an opportunity." I know it's about competition, presentation, but The judge is going to go with, if she comes in a better condition, even that person comes in good condition and their best condition, it's going to be hard to beat the number two woman in the Olympia. You know, here we have here is a Palmara. I mean, I want to get the name right. Palmara Agiago. I think it's. I want to say I apologize. I'm gonna say Palmo. She earned her pro card about the same time as Hargigas. I think it's 2021, I believe. So this is gonna be her Physique pro debut. Another lady here is one Miss Elisma uh, Bente. I'm gonna use her other middle because she got long names, and I don't want to be too chopping up to try to say it right. Now she competed at the Puerto Rico Pro last year, took third at that show, and also competed at the Portugal Pro in Portugal, which is the Big Man Evolution. And I forget where she placed that show. I think she made the top three, and she looks pretty impressive. She looks pretty good. Here we have it as Lusana Scarso. I believe she competed last year also at um, the Big Man Evolution show in Portugal. Pretty impressive. Or I think this is a show in Brazil. I don't know much about it. Like I said, like I said, there's some ladies I follow and some ladies I don't follow. Daniela Castillo. No, she competed at the St. Louis Pro some time ago. I think she made a top five of that show. She's already on the list for the for points on for the Olympia. So all she needs is maybe make the top three of the show. Actually, if you can get first place, I think this is a four-tier show, which means she gets 4 points. So she probably get up in the point standards. Now here we have was Savia Cruz. Her first name, I don't know how to say it properly. I don't want to mess it up. I think she earned her pro card at the Arnold Brazilian Classic. Pretty impressive. I mean, she got to really, if she may not even crack the top 10. I don't know. It's just all depending, especially if how Nadia looks. Here we have Nadine Hernandez. Nadine is from Honduras, and this is one of the few non-Brazilian competitors here. I follow her on social media. I even wish her good luck this weekend. She appreciate that. She's pretty impressive. I even said to her, she was thinking about going to women's bodybuilding, but she says, nah, she's not going to do that. But she competed at the Romania Muscle Fest last year and also the Big Man Weekend. So, it looks pretty impressive. She might make the top three of this show. You know, well, here we have one Miss Barbara Mogen. Mogen, I think. She's from Brazil. I think she earned her pro card some time ago at a pro qualifier in Brazil. Looks pretty impressive. I think it all depends how condition comes in and how she does. This lady here is Patricia de Oliveira. I couldn't find a picture on her. I did a search. I couldn't find a picture on her. I don't know nothing about her. So this is gonna be a dark horse. I think this is a true dark horse. We have here is Adiyandi Alurudu. I mean, I'm gonna say Miss AR because I hate to chop up her name. She also earned her pro qualification at the Olympia Amateur Show in Brazil. So, like I said, it's all depending on how she can look. Now, one person I'm surprised not doing this show is Carolina Santos. Caroline Santos is, she competed at the B-Man show last year. Also, I think she Mermaid Muscle Fest. I remember last year she was trying to do, she was doing like a fundraiser for her to compete for the Olympia. She earned a qualification for the Olympia, but she couldn't compete because of the cost of traveling back to the United States. This is in her own backyard. You would think she would compete the show in her own backyard in Brazil. This could get her Olympic qualification again. But like I said, it's about the cost, and maybe she felt like she didn't want to compete against Natalia. But I'm surprised she didn't compete this show. This is in your own backyard. But she got 15 points already in the point system for the Olympia. All she needs is this is a fourth tier show. She gets 4 points. That's 19 points. But like I said, there's more shows in the States. A lot of girls can do 3 or 4 shows and then maybe push and maybe push past her for points. Now the shows already started yesterday, and it's from the 23rd to the 26th. I think 23rd was the registration for competitors, amateurs and pros. So against a pro am show, it's a pro qualifier, and also it's Olympia qualifier. So I don't know if they're gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna post the link into the site to the description. You can see if they do a live stream or not. One thing is, my mind is that it may be a picture show or something like that. I don't know if usually like maybe news NPC News Online it might have somebody there in Brazil. I don't know. It's just this show is it's kind of a dark horse show, but this is a show where we have women's bodybuilding, and I hope even though we only had one competitor this year, I know some ladies who I sent this a while back to the link of this for this some show. They said that some ladies said they wish they have done it. They wish they could have done it. One lady said she was too far into her prep for to cut it off and do this show, but this would have been a great qualifier for Olympia for anyone. Especially all you gotta do is come in better condition than the other lady, and then boom, you're there. And also, you could probably get if depending on how you are in the point systems, it's 4 points or maybe 3 points or 2 points you can use. It pushes you up a little farther. But as you well know, in the it's like I said, the cost of traveling from another country and all the other stuff, the hoops you have to jump it's difficult. It's expensive. So maybe next year we get to see more competitors. Now they know the shows, exist. Maybe I hope they don't. Like I say, like with Vancouver, what happened with it and this show. I hope they don't cancel these shows. Women bodybuilding need some stages. They need places to go. And the thing is, if you want to, you got to understand. I understand some women don't want to take the vaccination, depending on if this country has vaccination guidelines. But if this is an opportunity for the Olympia, you should take it. You want to have one competitor. It's one person have to face off. We was that long ago. Omaha only had two, and that's out here in the states. But I don't know. Like I said, it's about the cost and everything else. It's a lot. And that's why I believe that if bodybuilders can really make a profit out themselves, they would, do more shows. But like I said, a lot of ladies are still prepping for the shows that's coming up in next month. Some, just can't afford a trip, but it's just so much. But this show, like I said, I'll talk about it. We might talk about it on Muscle Talk Monday. Like I said, we'll probably won't talk too much about it because the fact is we only have one female bodybuilder, and the rest are just mostly physiques and other divisions. So anyway, I want to wish all ladies good luck. Tomorrow, I think the show. So I think the pro part is tomorrow, and let's wait and see. Anyway, just me out with George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Don't like, subscribe, I'm out.